Hello Pisces, welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. So this is a general love reading, and I'll be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you're connecting with on a romantic level, what it is that they're feeling and thinking towards you currently. The deck that I'm using is the Goddess Oracle deck. And do keep in mind that I'm not channeling any spirit, any other beings or entities. I'm just using my higher self, my higher intuition. Here we have Illusion. First card is the strongest. This card was underneath it, but I am putting it back. Energy. More of a spiritual connection. I picked the... yeah, okay. Come out, back out. The top card has most amount of energy, so that's why I choose that card. So some of you might be in a relationship or in a situationship as well. And do keep in mind that, as I mentioned, because somebody had mentioned a while ago that I'm dealing with negative energies. Well, I actually get rid of negative energies because I'm selling packages on those. So definitely there's no negative energies when I'm doing any of my readings. And by negative energies, I mean like evil spirits, jinns, demons. All right, Pisces. Things are complicated. A lot of confusion, not knowing where this is headed, and them not talking is not really helping much either. Oh boy. The type of cards you have right now are not really emotional cards. They're more of, it sounds really strange, but like administrative cards. What does that even mean? That's the only way I can kind of describe this. These are more of the in-between kind of emotions that we get in between, the transition, and then we have an actual emotion. So right now, this person's going through a process. So this reading is going to be slightly different than the typical readings that I have because of the type of cards I see here. The first card is the strongest. You have here Illusion, followed by Energy. Then you have Pleasure, Order, Change, Awakening. Then we have Boundaries, Crossroads, followed by Challenge. Under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme. All right. I'm going to express to you what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently. My dear Pisces, I do hide from you the feelings and emotions that I have, and I am quite embarrassed for what I've done. I don't really know how to express myself to you anymore. But what I do feel is this very, very strong connection between you and I. This connection that exists. It has this pull. I spiritually feel connected to you. And when I think of you, or sometimes when I'm near you, it almost feels as if all of my chakra centers are coming to life. They start to spin very fast. My heart starts to beat very fast. Because you have this way of giving me pleasure. There is a lot of pleasure that I get from you. The pleasure that I have is spiritual in nature, but also physical. Right now, I'm at a crossroads, and there's different types of decisions that I need to make. But the problem is I'm not able to see clearly through the road which path to take. Everything seems to be a blur. Everything around me is just full of fog. And so I can't differentiate. I can't make up my mind because I can't see. The moment I am able to see will be the moment I'll be able to make that decision. Because I want a change in this relationship. I want to change the way I have been in this relationship. Because now things have changed in my life, and I feel that I can see and sense things through your point of view. I didn't see the things like that before, but now it's as if I can put myself into your shoes and experience that. And what I've realized is that boundaries are sometimes necessary. And I've put up boundaries. But I've realized that these boundaries are not good either. And so now I have come to this moment where I'm making a decision. Should there be boundaries? Or should these boundaries be broken? I do feel that the distance between us doesn't really help, emotional and physical. And making a decision for me is actually difficult. Because if I bring you close, I might make a mistake. And I may just lose you forever. And if I don't, I'll just keep missing you. I do feel that this entire situation is now extremely challenging. It is a challenge. It is difficult to move on, and it's difficult to reach out. I am embarrassed. I'm not happy or proud of what I did. All I can do for now is just stay quiet and wait for the right time. All right, Pisces. So there's a lot of thought being put into this. The feelings of embarrassment, confusion, wanting to change something, having an awakening moment, putting up those boundaries, and then trying to make a decision with this crossroads. But it doesn't matter because at the end of the day, everything is challenging. There is no solution to this problem. It's difficult to solve this issue. It's a complete challenge. All right. So let's have a look at the Lover's Path Tarot, and I'm going to be looking into the issue, why the connection started to go downhill in the first place. 1 second. All right. Sorry, I think I just touched my mic. All right, let's do this again. King of Arrows. And then we have the Two of Cups. Two of Cups, traditionally very nice, but here we're looking at the reverse. So we have the King of Arrows. All right. The King of Arrows does talk about how at some point in time in the past, Pisces, this person may have seemed to be a great authority figure. They seemed to be responsible. They had, however, a detached point of view regarding certain things in what we would call like a relationship and a connection. Now, what happened here at some point in time, this person started to place too much trust on their intellect, and they were being too critical, and they were having a lot of issues with emotions, so they were becoming emotionally detached. That's one of the main issues here. They did not want to become vulnerable. They thought that if somebody is in love, then it is sometimes illogical because people make mistakes in love. They start acting funny. They don't make sense. They get goofy. This is something that this person was trying to avoid. And they were just being too critical. So it's pretty bad though, because in your relationship, you may have been like the happy-go-lucky person, and they just kept putting you down. Even if you were happy sometimes, they may have just kind of shut you down by saying something, or maybe their mood was always upset. I mean, I'm getting like, I don't know, a few probably relationships. I'm just getting this intuitively. Some relationships where it was almost, and hopefully not, but it was almost abusive, especially verbally abusive. And the person was just not emotional enough. Like, you were emotional, but this person almost sometimes seemed as if they had a cold heart. I don't know how much that's going to resonate, but I'm just getting this intuitively right now. We also have here the Two of Cups. With the Two of Cups, it seemed to you in the past that there was a lot of enchantment. There was harmony, there was a feeling of love, but that was in the past. What started to break down this situation was the fact that the connection that you had, a lot of infatuation. There was a lot of infatuation. That's what the foundation of the connection started to like rely on. And there was an overindulgence, overindulging in sensuality for the sake of getting that emotional high. So somebody may have been addicted to simply being in a physical relationship, or just being addicted to intimacy. But it's mostly infatuation. So, you know, how the person looks. So what I'm seeing here is this individual was very critical, very logical in a way, rational. They were not thinking with their heart. They were thinking with something else. You know where that is. That's what they were thinking with. Not only that, but they had a whole lot of attraction. There's a lot of attraction here. The only issue is that where was the connection really headed? You know, you thought it may be headed somewhere really special, but truly it was not. All right. Let's have a look at what the other cards have to say. So it does appear that this person was like, they were logical, they were very practical, they were emotionally distant. And usually when people are emotionally distant, there's two things. Either they've never ever been in love before, so they can't recognize it, or they are afraid of falling in love. Two things. So you can decide on what type of person this was. All right, let's have a look at the Beginner's Tarot deck. This is any action. Wow, talk about action. You got Ace of Cups. Any action, any intentions that this person may have towards you. Then you have the Hanged Man. Followed by the Six of Pentacles. Then you have the Ace of Swords. Wow, surrounded by aces here. Oh my gosh. And then we have the Seven of Swords under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme, sneakiness. Sneaky behavior. Some of you might be in a third-party situation. You might be in a situation where you are not allowed to be seen with this individual in public. We have here Ace of Cups. What does this person actually want to do? They are going to make an offer to you of either love or their affection, or they're going to want to ask you for forgiveness. After they do this, they're going to like send a message, or they're going to somehow contact you, and then they're going to wait for an answer. That's waiting. Hangman's waiting. And they're going to see what it is that your reaction is like. They want to see your reaction. Now, also, we have here the Six of Pentacles. So, with this particular card, it talks about how this individual has waited, and eventually they're thinking that, okay, we're going to maybe go out sometime, and I will get to talk to my Pisces, and I want to talk about what? The truth. The next card, the Ace of Swords. They want to actually cut to the heart of the matter. They want to talk about the practical aspects of this connection. Is it practical or not? Really interesting. You got like a lot of swords here. So many of you are actually dealing with somebody who they may appear cold, but they're not really cold. Like, they are warm. But the thing is, it's a very much like a king or queen of swords kind of vibe that I'm getting here, even with the card before. There is like an issue here where there's a lack of communication, and the type of communication that needs to be made now is just like this, something that's solid. Wanting to clear the air, wanting to talk about the truth, wanting to cut to the heart of the matter. That's what this person wants. Now, how do they want to do this? In a very sneaky kind of way. They really don't want others to be involved. They don't want others to know. And they just want to kind of have this on the down low, hush hush, quietly. This could be, like I said, something in secret. You both may not be permitted or allowed by society to be together. And that is why somehow this individual wants to kind of get away with certain things. It doesn't also have to be in secret. It could just mean that they want to convince you in so many ways that they're trying to be sneaky from their point of view. So take it as it resonates. That's a very different type of combination of cards. So yes, I do believe this person's going to reach out to you. Just keep in mind, if you don't want it to be, private, you have to have that conversation with this person, because they might never introduce you to their friends, for example, and you will just think that, oh, one day we will introduce. But then what happens? That day never comes, because this person doesn't think it's important. That's not their priority. So there's two different personalities here that are clashing. Okay. We have here Archangel Answer cards. Just going to do a quick prayer. So these messages are brought to you by Archangels Michael, Raphael, and Gabriel. Recovery. Oh my. So many of you Pisces, maybe even cross watchers who are watching, whoever's watching this, okay? Recovery means your body needs to recover. So take care of yourselves. There will be an opportunity that's going to be given to you. Could be related to your health, could be related to money, even relationship. They are telling you here that there is no need to worry. There's no need to worry, and they would like you to let go. It's hard, I know. But let go of this individual, let go of the situation. Let go of the burdens. Let go of the beliefs. And choose a new direction. Choose a new direction. They want you to also remain positive still. You can go to my website. I have a package called a Holy Light Package that can help you get rid of negative energies so that you can remain in a positive state. And we have meditation brings answers. This is, in this particular deck, that is supposed to be the Christ consciousness. that is also what I do, though. I pray to Christ, and in my mind's eye, I concentrate on the pure white light, Christ Father, the Creator, and from there I call upon Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, with the permission of Jesus as well as his Father. And one day in the far future, I'll get into more of that, because there's a lot more than what we have seen and read. The origination of them. Now, we also have here, when you meditate, do meditate on not just the pure white light. The pure white light has to have an essence. So it can be goodness. So you have to have that type of a vibe of goodness. Do remain positive, because the more positive you stay, the more positive energy you will be attracting towards you. Now, choosing a direction also means that your destination may be the same. However, the road of getting there, the road to get there, might be different. You might take a different route. You might need to go under something instead of over. Maybe you've always been doing this. Maybe this time you need to do this. This simply means the method of communication with your person of interest. Your method of approaching this person might be different. And what you need to do is change it. By changing your behavior, you will be able to change the results. If you keep approaching this person the same way, you get the same results. If you change that, then you will get a different result. So try to do that. As they say, choose a new direction. And what is it that they would like you to do? They actually want you to let go. They want you to have that no contact period. Don't contact this person. Now that also means, like, maybe just a happy birthday, but no, like, happy Father's Day, happy Mother's Day. No sending any type of, oh, I hope your day is going well, and like a week later they write back and they say hi. Like, why? Why do you have to do that? Don't go through that. There's a level of self-respect, and you have to keep that, because if you don't respect yourself, your person of interest is not going to respect you. They're not going to fear you. They're not going to be afraid that you're going to leave them, because you're too available. So this is why the angels are saying let go, so that you can trigger something in this person by choosing a new direction, choosing something different. You'll get a different result. Under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme you have here is within the next few months. So, within the next few months, it is important to see that certain things are going to unravel at their own pace, at their own time. They are saying here there's no need to worry. You are going to receive an opportunity, and it most likely will come within the next few months. If not the next few months, then it could be several months, like quite a few months. But it does indicate that something positive is on the horizon. I do see that. It does seem nice, Pisces. You do have a good reading, actually. I do like your reading. There's a bit of struggle here. There's a bit of secrecy, though, so just be a little careful of that. Because sometimes the things that we do in secret, they don't really turn out to be so, like, they're not that strong. Those type of connections, because anybody can get away with anything, and nobody would ever know. And all you do is suffer in silence and sadness. So that is very important, to not put yourself in that type of a situation. I mean, nobody does it deliberately, but it just kind of happens sometimes. Now, I do want to just mention that some of you already know on my other channel, Asnointia Audio, I do have some videos there that are kind of helpful. Hopefully I'll be able to put up some more videos. But there is one on when you are dating someone, a man who is just recently divorced, or who is divorced or separated, the feelings and emotions that he goes through, as well as the emotionally unavailable man. So hopefully you can have a look, and you'll be a bit enlightened. You can get some insight. Definitely write in the comments below if you found it helpful. And if you have any suggestions as well, I'm open to suggestions. I do have a list, but according to the type of readings that I do, I've noticed a few trends. So I will be posting new content on the other channel as well. All right, Pisces. I hope I was able to provide you with some clarity and some guidance in your situation. Do let me know how this reading was. Did it resonate? Let me know in the comments below. All right then. You all take care and stay safe. Bye now.